Welcome back, everybody. My name is Dragagon, and this is Gregtech New Horizons. So when I left off in the last video, I was waiting on using the vacuum freezer, having gotten my HV energy hatch, and then upgrading the coils to nichrome. I went ahead and did that. The assembler right here is now empty. It no longer has any of those mica sheets, and it's not filled with the molten aluminum anymore. And I got it all set up, and over there my EBF is now running with nichrome coils. I took the time then to smelt down all of my dark steel that I was waiting on in order to get this reinforced obsidian prepared. So without further ado, there is my 32 reinforced obsidian. I also took a little bit of time and went over to my nether portal back at the old base and got the materials necessary in order to make the attuned stone. And then over here I have a pair of the Ender IO glider wings, as well as all the stuff necessary in order to turn those glider wings into apparently nothing. Let's see. Glider wings. What is going on here? Watch, it's probably like a QED recipe or something. Glider. Let's take a look at what's going on here. Glider wings. Dark steel screws, dark steel rods, dark steel plate, glider wing. Oh, it's a wrench and a... I could have swore it was the hammer and the screwdriver, not the wrench. Anyway, there are my glider wings, and I did that so that I could do this right here. I can now take this and these, and now I will have the glider armor. So I can press the G key, and I've got my glider. So I no longer need to, if I fall, I can just tap the G key and have the glider carry me to safety. And that also means that I no longer need to be carrying around the hang glider. Fantastic. Let's see here. So I have the witchery stone stuff, and if I run up here, let's go ahead and put away the builder's wand and put away what went in that slot right there. Not sure. All right, get rid of the hammer. There's the obsidian. Oh, no, that shouldn't be what it is. But I do need to go ahead and put away that bucket. And there's 3 other buckets of lava in case I need to make any more attuned stones. Just a nice quick thing. I just ran over there with 4 buckets and tossed them on in. And over here I have the stuff to make the altar. Now I'm going to have to take a little bit of time and make these one at a time. Oh, that's probably where the watering can goes, is what I was thinking of right there. But these Viz shrooms are very nice in lieu of having those nodes that I can't move until I've got, I think it's 100 Viz, which not even the next wand upgrades. Those ones, the next ones are only 50, I believe, for the Great Wood Wand. So it's going to take a bit before I have a wand that will let me move nodes. And in the meantime, these Viz shrooms are a lifesaver. It means I don't have to go around killing mobs and waiting for the essence from them. Unlike when I was playing before, I thought that I had to go and kill mobs, so I actually did it while I was farming wither skulls, which gave me enough wither skeleton skulls in order to completely cover the floor underneath my infusion altar in wither skeleton skulls, which was very handy for making stable infusions, but I never did get around to it in that playthrough. I was looking through my playlist last night, or not last night, actually today while I was at work. I had a bit of downtime, and so I took, oh, that looks like I did that. I didn't need another set yet. I took some time while I was at work, and I was taking a look at the playlist from my previous season, and I am nearly caught up. I had 44 episodes in the previous season, and those 44 episodes ended with me real close to where I am now. I had made it to the moon and Mars and was working on a little bit more automation. I think I'm actually in a better setup in this case. Having the aluminum wires running under the base and being powered over here means that as soon as I get up to the moon and get some titanium, I can effectively stick a reactor right down there if I wanted to, and have the reactor running to where I can basically get not really clean power, but at least power that doesn't cause pollution. It does have a chance to explode, but at least I would be at EV power at that point, which is going to be very nice once I can get that far. So let's see here. Let's get these guys all done here. That should be enough there. Yeah. All right, so there is all 6 of those. And then the other thing that I need is the candelabra. And that guy is set up. Candles, iron, a tombstone, those. I might be just short on the green stuff. No, it says 5. But anyway, let's get this guy in here real quick. 2 of those. That one there, and all 3 candles. I'm short on the fire. All right. I didn't put on my gear. These lower tier stuff, having to get to 20 when it only holds 25, getting an extra 2 off isn't really going to help me out that much. So I just go ahead and suck it up and deal with getting it that way. All right. Almost there. Come on. There we go. And let's go ahead and get the magic here. There it is. And this should about do it. There we go. There's the candelabra. Not going to worry about recharging the wand. I'll do that at another point, but at least in terms of getting my altar set up, I now have all of this, so I can go, let's see here, if that is the center like I planned it, I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we can take and slap the candelabra on there. There we go. 3 times power, a whole 160 altar power, right? That's the right amount. Yeah, because it goes from 1 times to 3 times the recharge rate. All right, excellent. So there have made a little bit more progress in a couple of places. Go ahead and probably make this beheading, the vanadium steel large sword blade, get me some wither skeleton skulls, which is actually going to prompt me to try and make this guy over here, the Soul Eater, so that I can make a powered spawner. Once I have the powered spawner, I can go up into the roof of the Nether and start getting wither skulls. The biggest problem of getting this guy is going to be trying to get this thing, the Ender Resonator, because I need an Enderman head, which means I'm going to need to get some Enderman eggs and spawn some and hopefully get an Enderman head out of it. So I may have to go through the effort of, I'm not sure whether I should make an Ender or if I should stick with the beheader in order to get this Enderman head. But either way, I'm going to work on that. Let's take a quick look and see what this unlocked. Not that one, this one. Looking to the edges, making a kettle so that I can make potions, and getting a creeper heart. With an Arthana. So I might have to make an Arthana in order to start getting those things, as well as working on, a nether star to get observations of an immortal for the books. So anyway, I've got a little bit of work ahead of me. I am also going to use, where is it? Coins, coins, coins. I'm going to buy a couple of these eggs, and oh, it needs a Naga trophy and another lich bone. Wow. Okay. Well, I am probably going to go ahead and get one of these guys because I do have a Naga trophy. I might use the one lich bone that I have in order to then hit him with my upgraded Heartseeker, which now has looting 3 on it. So hopefully having looting 3, I can knock back his attacks and then snipe him with that thing and take care of extra lich bones. So in any case, I am going to work on doing some of that stuff, try and get an upgraded wand, and also upgrade the rest of my armor. I have vibrant alloy in the EBF right now, so that I can combine it with these double layer capacitors and get some of that, get my armor upgraded to the last of it, which will give me 1,000,000 RF per piece and go from 75% to 90% damage absorption, which will be nice when dealing with the lich. So in any case, I will be back shortly and we'll see you then. Whew, oh man, let me tell you, took me a little while of fighting and finding and finally got 2 liches. I decided not to go with the lich spawn egg. May have been a mistake, but maybe not. I did quite a bit of exploring. This lich tower I had already taken out. This is where I found one of them. I went around, found a little bit, I think that's the fire swamp, and then found, I believe this is where the labyrinth is with the mushroom minotaur or something. Could be wrong. In any case, I went and found this one after exploring around the snow biome and knocked him out. And between the 2 of them, I got 7 of these lich bones and 2 of the trophies, 2 of the different scepters, the scepter of life draining and the zombie scepter. Another Ophanix. I decided to leave the one from the second one behind. A few miscellaneous little bits and bobs here. You can see I died a couple of times. The one lich had gotten out and I went out and he ended up killing me outside. And then when I went back for my stuff, he killed me again before I could get him far enough away that I could get my stuff back. So the empowered works pretty well. The only issue being that one of my deaths, I knocked back. It was raining, and I knocked back one of the green balls, and somehow or other it told me that I died by my own Heartseeker weapon. It was really quite frustrating. In any case, let's see here. Glider is now active. And so let's just, let's see, home is back that way. So we'll just go ahead and glide on back. Yeah, finally took care of the lich, got enough of the lich bones that I can now make the next tier up of not scepter, but a wand. And I am going to head back to base and deal with that. Let's avoid... I don't know if the snow actually has an effect on you just yet. I know that, the Snow Queen lives down in there, so I'm just going to avoid falling into that stuff. I know some of them is damaging, some of them just causes blindness and stuff like that, but yeah, I don't want to risk it. The glider on this thing is wonderful. It did save my life when I jumped out of the lich building, but beyond that, sometimes it can be annoying. I forget that I have it on, and other times it's fantastic because, well, I can hold shift and it just drops me down, as opposed to the other glider where it speeds you up in a downward direction. So, in any case, on my way back to the old base, because I have not built I haven't built a new portal over at the new base, so I have to come here for my nether portal and the other portal, but it's not too bad. It just takes a little bit of flying. I can jump from there and glide all the way down to that old base, so that makes it kind of helpful. And then I can just use my my copter pack to get all the way back up here like that. There we go. And turn off the, oops, the glider wasn't on. All right, so with that, I am also going to go ahead and break out the 32 vibrant alloy, and since I'm back, I'm going to go ahead and get that guy started up there like that. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and get this new wand built and see what, let's see, what does the quest want me to do after this? Iron-capped Greatwood wand, okay. Pretty simple. 50 capacity viz, but I can drop it down to 100% with the equipment that I have, and then that will probably go into making the next wand. So I'm going to get that stuff together, and I'll bring you guys back in just a bit. Alright, that wasn't too difficult. Just a matter of getting a set of screws, a set of foil, a set of iron rings, and there are the 2 caps that it wants. And then if we head up here, my wand is already charged and ready. Yeah, I don't need to worry about those right this second, but I can go cap, cap, Greatwood, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2. So there we go, 20 each, and that will get me the iron-capped Greatwood wand. If you guys take a look at how to make this thing, it shows you this recipe. Don't believe it. You actually want to go and right-click on the Greatwood wand, or the Greatwood rod, rather, and there you'll see the one that we just had to deal with making, and that should... is it going to give me a quest complete for this guy? Probably... It wants it to be a little bit charged, so let's do this. Alright, let's charge it all the way then, maybe? Let's see here. That would be terrible if we had to, like, somehow auto-complete this quest instead of actually getting it complete through creation. And if so, I'll probably have to report a bug on it because that should work. The rest of the ones in previous have worked just fine. So it not working is kind of a bummer, but we'll see what happens. Let's see, can I detect it now? Nope, still doesn't want to. All right. There's that. How much closer are we? Halfway there. Sorry about this. If it doesn't complete when it is fully charged, then I'm going to have to manually complete it, go into cheat mode or whatever, or go onto the server and tell it to mark that quest complete for me anyway. Obnoxious as that might be, it is helpful to be able to do that. But hopefully getting it charged will solve the problem. How close are we now? Alright, almost there. This last set should get it for us, and then we can move on from there. And if not, then I may have to, like, I wonder if I can wear my robes and right-click on something in order to get it to behave itself? I don't know. We'll see. Although I probably need it in order to make the infusion matrix, which would do exactly what I'm trying to do after all. No, now it's fully charged, and it doesn't want to detect that I have it. All right, well, I will have to figure out how to deal with this guy and get him to detect. Maybe toss it on the ground? No? All right, well, I will step away and probably just manually complete this guy and then have a look at the next quest, because I kind of need that in order to get into, I believe the infusion altar is down here for that part of it, because I have the iron caps. it just doesn't want to detect that I've gotten this one. And it might be because it's linked to the wrong recipe. I don't know. Let's see. This guy, when you click on him, yeah, he goes to that recipe instead of that recipe. So I wonder if there's an issue there with this guy being dictionaried, the recipe for this guy being dictionaried or something. Anyway, I will manually complete it, and I'll be back here in a bit. All right, I went ahead and manually completed that quest and got it to show me the gold-banded Greatwood Wand, and that guy again is going to the other one instead of this one. So let's just pull that up real quick. That's the copper caps, there's the gold caps, and the gold caps are 30 each, along with the rest of that stuff. So with this guy being already at 50, I can put those there, and these four there, that guy there, and then we just need to make some gold caps, and the gold caps aren't too difficult. They are, I believe, just the same as that last one. So that comes down to 4 gold, right? Let's just double check. Gold cap. Oh, okay. The gold caps require aluminum screws. So I'm going to need 1 piece of aluminum, which I don't think I have. Oh, I have 2 left. Look at that. Excellent. And so let's grab that, and then I can put those guys away. And let's just double check and see if I don't have... No, I don't. Okay. I was hoping maybe I had some gold rings already done, since those are fairly common. Put that guy away, and that guy can go away, and those can go in there. That'll work. Those go back through, grab those out, and there's my bolts. Not too shabby for today, trying to get all of this stuff done. And there we go. There's the gold caps. Oops, and those require this up here. Now for this, I should probably go ahead and put on these guys. There we are. Now then, is this guy charged? He is. All right, so with that guy charged, I can grab half of these, put on those, put on those, and then I can use this guy to make 1 cap. I can use this guy to make the other cap, and then he still has 30 left over to deal with that. Now before I make this really quick, let's just double check. Okay, it's just straight to the wand. I don't have to hold the caps before I make this guy. So let's grab him. Will I get credit for it? It doesn't look like it wants to give me credit for this guy either. So let's just, I'm just going to go ahead and complete it as well. Number 237. So come back over here. 237. Annoying as it is to have to complete that quest, there it is. And so now I can get to the infusion matrix, the enchanting table, and of course the ever popular goggles of revealing. So I believe I have everything in here that I need for the goggles of revealing. I just need enough viz in a wand in order to create it. And then once I have the goggles of revealing, I can actually put them on my, I could put them on my dark armor here, which would be kind of cool. Let's see. Go ahead and take you. There we go, like that. And that way, if I get any extra, it'll start populating those guys. Put that there. And do that and that. Now let's see here. The goggles are revealing. It's just make the goggles of revealing. Okay. So that's 2 of those, 1 of those, 2 of those, 2 of those. Oh, that's where the other 2 things went. Was here for this guy. So screw, rod, those things. All right. So you there, you there. Oh. What were you trying to scan? A couple of things. All right. Oh, hey, look at that. I should scan those guys. They give quite a bit of stuff. All right, that there, those 2 there. What am I missing? Oh, the 2 rings there, and then the screwdriver, which I don't have on me. So I'm going to have to go get the screwdriver for that. All right, let's keep going. Oh, my screwdriver broke. I might have to make a new one yet. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pause the video here while I'm trying to build up my viz back in my wands, and I'll make another screwdriver, and I'll catch you back here making that those goggles of revealing. All right, that didn't take too long. I went downstairs, and inside the loot box, there's like 3 screwdrivers, so I just went ahead and grabbed one of those. And then here we are, 27 each because I am using the gold banded wand. I didn't get it fully charged. I just figured, you know, higher than 27 was enough while I'm wearing my, my bewitched set. And so there are the goggles of revealing. Those will actually complete. That's helpful. And then... now that you have the goggles of revealing, Thalmic Horizons offers various lenses with handy uses. One will grant night vision. Try out some of the others. Well, I don't necessarily need night vision, simply because my dark armor set, I already used the night vision potion and put it on there. So really the only reason I'm doing these are so that I can take my 13 levels and go down and put on these goggles of revealing into this guy. And that way you can run around, and I believe it lets you see nodes as well as what essences, stuff like the... I think the cauldron over there. I always forget all the uses for it. Maybe the book will say. That'd probably make a lot more sense for the book to tell me. I don't do enough thaumcraft to just keep that memorized. That's under artifice. And there we go. Building on the basic principles, a set of magical lenses will make Orin nodes easier to find, along with revealing all manner of hidden things. Okay, so yeah, it essentially will tell me what values are on Aura nodes, so I can run around with those things and be able to figure that out. And not only that, it also gives me that 5% extra viz discount. I'm not sure if it'll give me that when I've got it attached to the Dark Helm. So that's definitely something to take a look into. But in any case, there we have that done and done. And that cleared up some of my inventory here. So I now have a full set of that, and we'll put that lich away. Yeah. So the next thing to work on is the runic matrix. Looks like, yeah, that's going to need more stuff. Ender eye, mixed crystal clusters, think I still have some of those. I'm not sure if I do. I'm going to have to go look and see if I have more mixed crystal clusters, and then come back and get to work on that stuff. So we'll see you in a bit. Alright, I'm back. I did a little bit of quest stuff in the background. I'm still working on a couple more things. As you can see, I went ahead and made all 4 of the dark tools, and then I made 8 vibrant crystals to go along with it. The reason I did that was, 1, I wanted the ender so that I could use some enderman spawn eggs and kill some endermen with this, hoping to get that special enderman head. The other reason is to get the dark axe and the dark shears, which I can then put into this guy back here. I can put those into those slots up there in the slice and splice and have them over there. Now, one of the things I wanted to do is I wanted to grab some levels, because one of the quests is to upgrade each of these things. I'm not sure if I've got enough. It doesn't look like it. It looks like I'm going to be stuck with at least one of them not upgraded. So I'm going to have to go and kill a little bit more stuff, probably over in that the loot dungeon over there. Not loot dungeon, sorry. The whatever the other kind of dungeon, roguelike dungeons over there, in order to deal with that. The other thing that I was doing is making a pair of motors. And the reason for the pair of motors is to go along with for making that this guy, the soul eater, the soul binder, getting this thing up and running. So I've got, you know, the solarium that I need for that. I have the chips that I need for it, and then all I have left, I need to get the enderman head to go along with those pieces, and then I've got the zombie head now to deal with that. So let's go ahead and we'll just go to sleep real quick here, and then I can run over to the one farm area over there and kill some stuff. I'll be right back after I've eaten and killed a few things. Alright, after my nice little jaunt, I accumulated enough experience and went ahead and also upgraded the dark pick. Now, I believe all 4 of these things need to be powered up in order for it to recognize for the quest. So let's get those things charged up. I haven't used any of them yet, so they all have just, they're all at full power. Alright. +2 damage when powered. Cool. Let's see if that... Yeah, there we go. That takes care of... Okay, so that wants that. And wants me to get those all the way up to empowered 4 and... travel and spoon. Huh, interesting. So it wants me to get all of those things. Oh, I guess the ender crystal is what it takes to do the traveling, and that's going to require, yeah, the soul of an enderman and a vibrant crystal in order to make an ender crystal. So that will be a little while yet before I can do anything like that. But at least in the meantime, I have these 2 guys able to be placed in and used. The other thing that I could do is I could just use the shears that I've got, and I found this lumberjack's hatchet down in the roguelike dungeon. I don't know if those will work. Oops, that one. There we go. So let's give it a shot. Hey, look at that. And it uses 80 RF a tick. It doesn't really take a whole lot at this point. I could upgrade it with capacitors because this does take a little bit of time here. The progress is fairly slow, but otherwise that is everything that I need for that. Yeah, so all in all, not too bad. I will let that thing go, that will get me the head. In the meantime, why don't we do something like this? I am hoping the Ender head, or the Ender sword, will do a little bit of a better job about making it so that I get one of those other heads, because I don't know that it'll work with the one Enderman head that you usually get, the one that looks the same as these guys. But I think instead I do need that other, the screaming looking one, that guy. I guess the blocky looking one, not the screaming looking one. All right. A lot of health here. All right. And nearly killed me. And didn't give me a head. So that's awesome. I'm going to keep going, though. And hopefully I can get one of those Enderman heads. But in the meantime, I guess I'd better look for a potion of healing or something. I still am not used to using potions. I'm used to most mobs dying pretty quickly, so having something that does like that, where he was only taking a few hearts of damage each hit. I can't shoot him with my vanadium steel bolts, much as I might like to. So I'm left with either this thing, which is the Ender, or I need to switch over to my vanadium steel broadsword, or I can go with a vanadium steel large sword blade. I can make that into one of those big cleavers and give it beheading. The beheading is going to take a while. I have to level that up, so that might actually be the way I go, but it'll be in the future since well, I do have a couple of ways that I can add modifiers. I think I got a couple of creative modifiers in those bags, didn't I? Didn't I get a couple of creative modifiers somewhere in here? Hopefully I did. I thought I did. But I could be mistaken. In any case, I am going to keep on going until I get an Enderman head, so I will see you back here after a while. Well, that didn't take too long. I used the other two Ender spawn eggs. One of them gave me absolutely nothing, and then the other one gave me one of those Enderman heads. So I think it's worth giving it a shot in the soul binder and see if this thing works. Looks like the soul binder is done. Yeah, there's my Z-Logic controller. And nope, it doesn't want to work with it. That is very unfortunate, even if I try and click it in there. Well, that's a bummer. I am going to have to keep on trying then, and hopefully I will get one. The alternative might be to take a bunch of torches down into the roguelike dungeon and see about trying to find an Enderman spawner down in there. That would be another option. But in any case, I'm going to go ahead and call this video good here. I am going to figure out one way or the other somehow that I am going to get those Endermen so that I can get a skull, and then once I have a skull, I can go about creating a powered spawner, get it up into the roof of the Nether, and work on my wither setup. So I will be back after a while. Well, sorry, I will see you guys in the next video. Till then.